What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am excited because we have another Staccato pistol to talk about. This one is the C2 DUO, even though I'm probably going to call it the C DUO because I keep on doing that. I have reviewed the P already. I have reviewed the Staccato P DUO, the XL, and I think I've reviewed the XC as well. Maybe not. I don't know. Sure, why not? So the reason I'm so excited is not only Staccato pistols are extremely nice, I have been debating whether I want to buy the C2 DUO or the P DUO, and being able to spend some time with this gun for the past month or so helped me realize that this is the Staccato that I am going to buy for EDC. Let me do a quick disclosure before we get into it. I do have a very small connection to Staccato. I mean, very, very small. They have never given me anything for free, to loan, to keep, nothing like that. But I am friendly with several people on the sales and marketing team. We kind of chit-chat. We see each other at shows. Nothing that would ever affect this review in any way, shape, or form. This pistol was loaned to me by my homie Johnny. Johnny is a good dude. He's a Providence kid like me, a street kid, and he's just a great, great guy. He's loaned me so many nice guns. I can't even begin to name all of them. And I have a message for Johnny. Johnny, F. Walter. All right, let's get right into it. If you don't know Staccato, Staccato makes the best value for high-end 2011. Now, don't start typing and telling me I'm crazy. For high-end guns, it is the best value for a high-end 2011. There's a lot more expensive guns, and obviously there's a lot of cheaper guns, but this is the best value for a very nice 2011. If you don't know what a 2011 is, if you're new to the game, it is a double-stack 1911. It has a lot of similarities to a 1911, but it is a double-stack magazine, so I call it a Glock. Had a baby with a 1911, and you got a 2011. Anyway, start with the magazines. We'll start at the bottom as we always do. As any high-end gun should, it comes with 3 metal magazines. They are high quality. You get some good capacity for the size gun. This gun is about the same size as a Glock 19, and you get 16 plus 1 in the magazine, which is pretty darn good. Now, the magwell on this is a lot smaller than some of the other Staccatos, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. This gun was geared towards concealed carry, so I wouldn't want a ginormous magwell on it, but it's still very, very generous. The outside of the magwell locks your hand in place. The inside is beveled very, very nicely to help funnel those magazines in, so I have no problems with the magwell A+. Now, the grips. Now, the unique thing about these, they have a polymer frame, and the rest of the gun, or polymer grip, and then the rest of the gun is steel. This is the standard texture that comes on most of them. You can get other textures as well. Certain ones are available with and without the different textures. I'm an old school guy. I like the old rough texture that they used to come with, but you can, being these are polymer, you can easily get them stippled, or you can buy the other grips and swap them out if you prefer the other ones. With that said, these grips are absolutely fine. There's no issue with them. It's only 9mm. There's not a lot of recoil. Of course, it has a grip safety like all 1911s, 2011s for safety. No issues there. The magazine release is fine. It's pretty much standard, similar to a 1911. Good shape, good shot, good size. Drops the magazines freely. I have no issues or complaints with the magazine release. Let's move up to the safety. The safety is very, very nice. It is an ambi safety, so lefty, righty, shooting offhand. It's tactile, it's audible. I would change absolutely nothing about the safety. Another thing that I absolutely love is going to be the trigger. Staccato triggers, really all 1911, 2011 triggers are just sensational. It's very, very short. It has a solid wall. It has a nice, clean reset. All the triggers are great. So I'm going to tell you a couple things about it. This trigger is a little bit heavier than some of the other Staccato triggers. And that's, again, it's not a bad thing at all, because this gun is geared to EDC, where a lot of their other guns are geared for competition. So I'm A-okay that it's a little bit heavier, but still super clean, still super crisp. It's an A+ trigger. What I'm actually going to do is let you hear and take a little break and let you hear and listen to what the trigger sounds like to the shooter. Like I said, A+++ on the trigger. It has a standard 1913 Picatinny rail, so you can add whatever light, laser, or doohickey you want. When I buy this gun, this is the light I will put on there. For now, when the cloud light comes on, I'll probably switch it out to the cloud light because that cloud light looks badass. This is the Streamlight TLR-7A, best value for a good quality, compact, affordable weapon light. I did try several lights on here as well. I tried I tried a Surefire, I tried a Streamlight, I tried the Mod Light, no problem. And I know this is sacrilegious, but I even put an O-Light and an Inforce on here. God, if you have a Staccato, do not put an Inforce or an O-Light on here. But with that said, they all fit well. You can reach the controls very easily on all of them. The controls do sit a little bit lower on all 2011s and 1911s, the way the recoil system is, but these are still very, very easy to reach without having to break my grip, so no issues there. Slide release. So let's talk about the slide release a little bit. I use it as a slide release. If you don't, ignore the next 10 seconds or so. And with all 2011s and 1911s, well, most, you really can't reach that slide release. So when you do your reloads, you're gonna need to come over the top, or you can use your thumb on your support hand. 2011 Staccato fanboys, I know you don't like when I do this, but oh well. You can put the magazine in, use the thumb on your support hand, so it's a little different manual of arms if you choose to use a slide release as a slide release. If not, no big deal, but I just put the magazine in, I use the thumb on my support hand, and it really doesn't slow me down, maybe a quarter of a second, but not a lot. Moving on up to the slide. Couple things going on with the slide. Let's talk about the serrations first. The serrations are excellent. Exactly what I would expect for a high-end pistol. Very, very aggressive. Very easy to run the slide however you choose to do it. Has a very, very nice finish on it as well. Staccatos typically hold up to holster wear very, very well. The sights. Most of them come with a set of Dawson precision sights, a fiber optic front, nice blacked out rear sight. Very, very easy to pick up, very easy to be precise with because that fiber optic is so small. Plenty of aftermarket support if these are not your jam. This particular one, the Duo, means it's optics ready. I forgot what the Duo stands for. It's an acronym, of course, because we love our acronyms here in the gun industry. I'll put it up on the screen, whatever it stands for. But they are optics ready. You can get a lot of different plates to run your favorite optic. This one here is the RMR/Holosun footprint, but you can get them for the micro compacts, you can get them for the loophole, the SIGs, whatever optic you run. If it is for concealed carry, I recommend you stick with the RMR or one of the Holosuns, whichever one you prefer. But there's a bunch of different plates. Now, when you use these plates, they don't quite sit, the optic's not going to sit quite as low as some of the other guns out there, especially ones that you screw directly into the slide and don't use an accessory plate, so just be aware. The optic sits a little bit higher, and when you present, just that little plate does make a difference. So make sure you practice dry firing and pick up that dot perfectly. If you're not great at picking up the dot, look up the Holosun ACSS Vulcan reticle. Not going to go into it right now, I don't have time, but that is a pretty amazing red dot. So yeah, good on the slide, good on the optic system. No issues there. What else do I want to talk about? Taking the gun apart is not all that difficult. As you see here on the slide, there's a little tiny curve, cutout rather. You line that up with the slide release, slide stop. Once you do that, you can pull the slide release out, and as simple as that, whoa. The gun comes right off. Now this system is very different than some of the larger Staccatos. The recoil spring just comes right out. Similar to your favorite Polymer Wonder, some of the higher end Staccatos, not higher end, some of the larger Staccatos have a very cool, unique recoil system. This one does not have that. Whoa. The barrel is a very nice heavy bull barrel. I believe it's 3.9 inches, and it is filthy because I shot this gun an absolute ton. The barrel is now available in several different options, including a threaded option, which is very, very cool. Before, Staccatos were not available in threaded barrels, so it's cool to see that they are now. As I put this bad boy back together, together, I want you to take a look at the dimensions, the weight, the MSRP, and I'm going to compare it to a Glock 19. But before you rip me in the comments, once again, let me explain why I am comparing it to a Glock 19. What did I not do right here? It is a million times nicer than a Glock 19. Anybody who's considering the two guns and can afford this gun, get this gun over the 19. The reason I'm comparing it to the 19 is it's very similar size, length, width, height, even weight as a Glock 19. And people really know, more people know what a Glock 19 looks and feels like than a Staccato C2 DUO. So it is purely just for size reference, not comparing the two. This gun is a million times nicer. All right, I went through that pretty quick. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, please let me know in the comments and I will answer your questions. What I want to talk about now is the testing that I've done. Favorite part of the video for me, again, I shot this way more than I should. I shot it close to 1,000 rounds. It was one of the guns where I took it to the range several times and I was like, I'm just going to shoot a box. 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Later I went, ooh, that's going to hurt the ammo budget. Luckily, I do have a new ammo sponsor that I really need to thank quickly. True Shot Gun Club. They're supplying some of the ammo to this channel. They have a lot of really good deals on ammo as well. So click the link down in the video description. Help your boy out. Get yourself a good deal on ammo. Help True Shot Gun Club because they're good dudes. Link in the description, please hook me up. All right, so the first thing I did was sight the dot in. My buddy Johnny just put this dot on this pistol. So the first thing I did for him is get that dot sighted in. After that, I did an accuracy test. I know these things with the bull barrel are stupid accurate. I did the accuracy test at 15 yards because that's how far I sighted it in, and there was no disappointment. This thing shoots amazing. After that, we did a little plinking that day, and then the next couple times I went to the range, I did a ton of concealed carry drills. I did a lot of drawing from the holster because I don't carry a gun with a safety, and every gun I do carry, I can drop the slide with the thumb on my strong hand. So I did a lot of concealed carry type drills to get used to the different controls. And I was very, very slow. And also want to keep in mind that the day you're seeing was ice cold. It was like 13 degrees. With the wind chill, it was single digits. It was super, super cold. I had double set of gloves on, so there was a lot of misses. There was a lot of slow drills on my end as the shooter. No fault of the gun whatsoever. The gun ran flawless through all the testing that I did. But I did a lot of drawing from the holster, a lot of engaging multiple targets. I did a ton of reloads. Again, it's something I wanted to practice because I was considering this gun as a potential EDC gun. Of course, I did just a ton of plinking and hitting steel because this gun is very, very fun to shoot. I always do a lot of running and gunning. When I go to the drill, my goal, or I go to the range, my goal is to get the heart rate up, move around. And yeah, so total almost 1,000 rounds, and there was 0 malfunctions. Besides a cool guy gun that shoots well, Staccatos also come in this very nice zipper case. They give you a spot to hold spare magazines, hold the gun in place. From a high-end gun, it's exactly what I would expect. My buddy Johnny also let me borrow this holster from LAS Concealment. I am not a big fan of sidecar holsters, but this holster was very nice, pretty comfortable. Not the holster I'll go with again because I don't rock sidecars, but it is a very nice holster if you like sidecars. Anyway, let's talk about pros, cons, what I think of it overall, and then you can leave. You cannot leave until I do those 3 things. Pros, everything. Everything is wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful gun. If you can't tell yet, all seriousness, I love Staccatos. I love 2011s. It is a great platform and they make very good guns. The slide on all of them is very, very smooth, feels very good. The trigger on this gun is perfect for EDC. While it's a little bit heavier than the other Staccatos, that's not a bad thing. I like that. I like the trigger. I think they nailed the safety. The safety is very, very good. Staccato makes reliable guns. They make very accurate guns. And it's a decent weight for a double stack 2011. I would actually expect it to be a little heavier than it is. I don't know if I have any cons. I will warn you on 2 things and let you decide if it is a con or not. For me, not really. The ride height of the optics a little higher than some of the other guns out there, so keep that in mind. I don't think it's a con. I just think it's something you need to practice and get comfortable with and be familiar with. Finding that dot, again, Holosun, ACSS, Vulcan on the Primary Arms website. that will be the dot going on this pistol because it is the best pistol, red dot. Oh man, I'm going to make people mad with that comment. The other caution is a slide release. If you choose to use it as a slide release with the thumb on your strong hand, you will have to change your technique with these guns. I think it's worth it to come over the top or use the thumb on your support hand after you put that magazine in. Those are the only two cautions that I have for you. With that said, this or the P Duo would make a very good jack of all trades gun. The P Duo may be a little big for concealed carry. The C2 Duo may be a little small for competitions, but either one of them could be a gun that you bring to competitions, use for home defense, concealed carry, and go to training classes and everything else you do. Either one of these guns could fill that role, whatever you're comfortable using and carrying. For me, I'm going to stick with the C2 Duo over the P Duo. It's a little smaller, a little lighter, a little easier to carry, so that is the one I'm going with. Once again, I need to thank my homie Johnny. Johnny is just a good dude. You know when you meet people and they're just good dudes and a good friend and a good person. So I'm very blessed to have met him and become his friend. So I want to say thank you again. This is like the 10th thing he's let me borrowed and reviewed. And even if he didn't do that, he's still just a very good dude. I also want to thank True Shot Gun Club for sponsoring this channel and supplying some of the ammo. If I didn't have their support, I'd probably be broke, homeless, and not have a YouTube channel. So thank you to True Shot Gun Club. I also want to thank Shall Not Comply, another channel sponsor. Shall Not Comply makes dope Pro 2A hats, gear, a whole bunch of patches, accessories. They also make gear for some of the biggest and best gun tubers out there as well. One day when this channel is huge, I will be cool enough to have my gear on Shall Not Comply. If you want to check them out, or True Shot, or anything else I mentioned, all the links are down in the video description. What else? Second YouTube channel. Have a second YouTube channel dedicated to YouTube Shorts. Link is down in the video description. They're 15 to 60 second videos, very quick. Several quick videos on this gun. It's a backup channel in case this channel ever gets zucked, zapped, killed. I just want to have a backup channel. I am also on YouTube and Facebook if you want to know what I'm reviewing right now in real time. Instagram and Facebook in case you want to know what I'm reviewing right now in real time before the reviews come out on YouTube. Once again, you know where those links are. I'm going to give dad advice again. I did this in my past 4 or 5 videos. I don't know how people are going to respond to this, but I don't care. Again, I want to encourage everyone to take care of their mental health as much as I hope you're taking care of your physical health. The world is crazy for the past couple of years. It's going to continue. It's not going to get better. And yeah, you need to take care of your mental health and not let the craziness of the world derail you from being a good person and taking care of your family and doing what's most important to you. So please take care of your mental health. It's okay to ask for help if you think you need help. All right, most important, thank you kings and queens for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you think I deserve it, please hit the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, enable the bell notifications. If you think I deserve those things, truly helps me out, and I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!